Julia. When you're in the party, up in that beat. 666 with a princess streak. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. That city's still a slut's the vibe, internationally recognized. I set the tone, it's my design, and it's stuck in your mind. Legacy is undefeated.
我今天把我的优质雪板都带来了，以防万一我不上领奖台的话，我就可以直接过去。但是现在不是不小心拿到了一个银牌吗？然后就没法去训练了。然后开玩笑，开玩笑。
International Women's Day. Oh yeah, they've got that. When's International Men's Day? Oh.
Yeah, that's what I really wish we had. Yeah, you know, I was going to say, seeing as it's also Black History Month, shouldn't we do our top 5 favorite Black people at some point?
Oh, we should do that.
Well, we already did review Sinners, Michael.
Oh yeah, Dylan didn't know. So.
We should do. We should do top 5 Black people during Black History Month. We should do top 5 gay people in June as well. Like
top 5 Chinese people for Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
God, there's so many options. But yeah. As we can see on screen, Happy International Women's Day 2026 with our favourite woman.
Oh, like,
and yeah.
is this another Wikipedia woman?
No, that is the original Wikipedia, Dylan. Woman,
Yeah.
Dylan, you retard.
Yeah.
That makes me mad.
She's still there. Michael. Yeah. Michael being mad at Dylan for once, right? Who wants to read the next slide?
I like the AI images.
Thank you.
What are we doing to celebrate this momentous day? Each of us has selected our top 3 women, and we're not going to laugh over this important
No,
information.
keep laughing, Dylan. Keep laughing.
These women will compete against each other in a knockout contest. Firstly, we'll look at the 3 women that have been chosen by Michael, Luke, and Dylan. These women will compete against each other in round 1, along with a random woman. No woman is random. 5 of these women will advance to the quarterfinals, where they will be joined by 3 mystery women. They will be explained later on in the competition. Images on this slide have been generated by AI and are just typical women of different races. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the black woman looks pretty hot, like with the gun and stuff. I also I like how the white woman is just like straight up like Nazi propaganda. It's like basically like cooking dogs, working at a call center in the favela with a gat, and then just the woman that we have to vote for the Restore Party.
Yes.
So my reaction initially came from the top right picture of the call center. Then I saw the bottom left photo.
Yeah, see, I think the dog one's funniest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you like that. But yeah, so
it looks so happy.
So, of course, unlike previous years, we have a slightly different format. You have only selected 3 women to be in this competition, and then will be 3 mystery women added on later. So
I like changes in formats. I always feel exciting.
Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So let's move on to the previous year's winners.
Oh, good.
Dylan can read these.
Yes.
So in 2024, the winner was Alex Starr. I think I brought her to the table.
Yes.
I was pleased to see.
I wish I could bring her to the table.
Bring her on the table. And then in 2025, it was Dua Lipa. Who brought Dua Lipa?
That was my woman last year.
Yeah.
It was my pick. So yeah, Alex Starr and Dua Lipa, the previous winners of our International Women's Day contest. And let's see who will be the champion this year. Let's get into who everyone has picked for this contest.
I have some really good picks. I'm so happy.
Okay. All right, are you sure about that? Right, okay.
Yeah, sure about that. Here we go.
Right, let's go. So, woman number 1 for Michael.
Marcia Cross. Occupation, actress. Nationality, American. Fun female facts. Facts, not just facts. She played the role of the housewife Brie Vanderkamp. Oh, I remember that. On the ABC television series Desperate Housewives. In September 2018, Cross revealed she had been in remission after receiving treatment for anal cancer. Ouch. Why did Michael select her?
Well, there's that one thing I like on a woman. It's a clean bill of anal health. I've always said, you ask what is the most important honor a woman could receive. I think that really tops it. Obviously, I just think she's very classy. She's a redhead. That's fun. I don't know if we've had like redheads. She's also a big ally of Palestine, which is cool because you wouldn't think she would be, and I like that. And I also like that her character in the show is like a really big Republican, so it's kind of a little bit naughty. You feel like, and I like how she can play around. Sure, she's a progressive in real life, but she can be anything you want her to be, and I think that's pretty sexy.
Right, so yeah, she can either be a pro-Palestinian progressive or a rich Republican housewife. Yeah. Variety.
It's like the best of both worlds.
A desperately rich Republican housewife.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to Michael's second woman now.
Norma Shearer. That's my wife. No, not really. Occupation, actress. Nationality, Canadian. Here's a fun female fact. She was the first 5-time Academy Award acting nominee and was nominated 6 times in all, but only won once. She effectively launched the pre-code era of film, where women played much more complex, sexual, liberated, and bold characters. Why did Michael select her? Michael.
Well, I think Luke has kind of really covered a lot of it.
Thank you.
I also feel like I don't know, like I can't really tell whether she's that hot because like before they invented color and stuff, you just couldn't tell.
Nah,
because color's the most important thing.
Michael, can I jump in there? I'm sorry. Like, of all the actresses,
I think she's pretty hot.
You could have chosen this one. Is like she's good. She's a good actress, but I think she's chopped, as the kids say.
She's chopped.
No, I don't think. No, I think so. I think she's classically beautiful. I think she has the kind of face that poets of yore would have written about.
Okay,
and
sure.
Obviously, the thing is, I was also like, yeah, maybe sure there are some more attractive women, technically speaking, but a lot of those all look the same. Like, if you actually looked at your 1920s, 1930s movie stars, they all look the same. Whereas I think she has a distinct, dare I say, je ne sais quoi.
Well, yeah, she is distinct, and maybe part of Canada is French, so maybe she has a je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, let's move on to Michael's third woman now.
Looking forward to this. Let's see who we've got.
Oh,
Megan.
What was that noise?
Megan the Stallion. Occupation, rapper. Nationality, American. Ready for some fun female facts? She had a breakthrough with her 2019 singles Hot Girl Summer and Cash Shit. Her 2020 single Savage spawned a remix that won 2 Grammy Awards and peaked atop the US Billboard Hot 100. She is a self-described fan of anime, and her favourites are My Hero Academia and Naruto.
I don't know if anyone's seen it, but there's like this video of her throwing out the opening pitch at a baseball match, and it's pretty impressive. Like, the cameraman really knew what he was doing. That's all I'll say. If you just want to have a good time, just look up Megan Thee Stallion baseball pitch, and you'll really. But I think you can kind of see it there. But also,
what do you mean you can kind of see it there?
Oh, well, like, you can kind of, like, if you look in the mirror, you can tell that she she's very athletic.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so okay, I'm happy with the image I found. By the way,
yeah, that's really funny.
It's like, why did Michael select?
That's her. I didn't realize that was that's a reflection of her.
Oh, so you thought? Oh my god! So you thought she was like taking?
Are you Dylan? Are you a fucking dog? Do you not understand how mirrors work? What is your like?
I can't even think like how. I was like trying to work out what you actually thought it would be. Like, did you think it was like her taking a picture of her friend who is taking, like, they're both taking pictures of each other?
Well, what did you think that was?
Well, I don't know. I didn't really give it much thought, to be fair. I was like, actually, that makes sense. That it's yeah. Oh, it's that thing. I need to actually get a mirror. I want to get a mirror in my. Actually, I'm going.
So you can take pictures like that.
Yeah, that's it.
God, like your frontal lobes, Dylan, just do not work at all, do they? You just like there's no problem solving going on up there. Like,
Dylan's working at full capacity. You know that thing about like, what if you had activated like most people only use 10% of their brain. What if you activated all of it at once? Yeah. Dylan's actually, that's what actually happens.
Right.
No, I'm like those computers that just make like a really loud whirring sound when I'm thinking.
Let's move on now to my first woman.
Saving the best to last, I see.
Yes, indeed. Yes, Michael, if you will read this out.
Aitana Bonmatti. Occupation, footballer. Nationality, Spanish. Fun female facts. She won the Ballon d'Or Féminine in 2023, 2024, and 2025, making her the first female player to win the award 3 times. She had a starring role in the 2023 World Cup, where Spain won the title and she won the Golden Ball. Due to her family's outspoken Marxist views, Bonmatti has been the subject of criticism from right-wing Spanish nationalists.
Yeah.
Why did Luke select, as a right-wing Spanish nationalist, why did Luke select her? He's like, even though he's not Spanish, he's a nationalist for Spain specifically.
Yeah. No, she's like pro-Catalan independence and all that. She's from Barcelona. She plays for Barcelona. That's where she comes from. But I have previously, 2 years ago, I selected another female footballer, which was of course Alicia Lehmann. Who was,
I remember her.
Who was famous for things, not just her footballing ability. But I think, I'm like, what, we're going to get a bit more feministy this year. So I selected Bonmatti because
was she the one?
Alicia Lehmann was well fit though.
She was paying. Was Bonmatti the one that got like groped by the guy during the like?
No, he didn't even do it to a hot woman. That's the worst thing.
Always, you only get to do that once. You gotta like.
Yeah, like Adrian Brody went for Halle Berry. That was a smart move.
Okay, and she loves to read. She's I bet she's read Marx 1,000 times.
Every hot girl who can aim a book thinks she loves to read.
I love that.
She's like, I'm so done with it.
Right, let's move on to my second woman, if you will, Dylan.
Oh, me. Okay, Candace Owens.
Oh, you haven't heard of Candace Owens? That's a shame.
It's Dylan. It's pronounced Kandachi.
Kandachi Owens. Occupation: political commentator / author. Nationality: American. Ready for some fun female facts? In 2017, Charlie Kirk hired her as Turning Point Director of Urban Engagement. In 2021, she joined the Daily Wire, but left in 2024 after a series of accurate comments. Okay, I thought it was a title. Of accurate comments about Judaism and months of tensions with Ben Shapiro. She has since implied an Israeli conspiracy was responsible for Charlie Kirk's death. She also claims to have had a dream in which Charlie Kirk told her he'd been betrayed, and this showed she had prophetic vision and female intuition. Why did Luke select
She also said that Emmanuel Macron's wife is a man.
Yes.
Which I think is more important. That's the most important thing.
Candace Owens, she's on the warpath right now. She's taking down Israel from the inside. But yeah, I just love her so much, man. Like, she's so entertaining, and obviously, I share some different politics with her, but she really hates Israel and has some interesting thoughts about Judaism. And you just can't.
Have you seen the? Sorry, I shouldn't interrupt. But have you seen the Twitter account that's Candace Owens trying to read? Yeah, because that's the other thing I know about her. On her show, she has a teleprompter, and she always misreads words. She's like, "We've got so many exciting revelations today."
Yeah.
It's hard to read on the spot though sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah, and she's right about the most crucial issue facing the world today, which is the
international Jewry.
Yes, exactly. I just love that her and Ben Shapiro fell out, she's on it when it comes to Charlie Kirk's death. She knows that Israel was responsible. She knows that that they were out to get him after he was going to turn against Israel. She's the one hope for the United States, on the Republican side at least. So let's go on to my third and final woman, if you will, Michael.
Eileen Gu. Occupation, freestyle skier. Nationality, Chinese.
I was going to say, she doesn't look Chinese.
Well, yeah, but now I'm looking at her. Now I look at her, I'm like, okay, I can see it. But she's obviously been surprised.
Well, she wasn't one of the ones that was drowned, I suppose.
Yeah. Fun female facts. In 2022, aged 18, good covering the bases there, Luke, very important. Which 2022 brackets, which by the way was 4 years ago, age 18, she became the youngest Olympic champion in freestyle skiing after winning gold medals in big air and half pipe. She uncontroversially
I'd like to give her a bit of my half pipe.
switched nationalities in 2019 from the United States to China. She speaks fluent Mandarin and plays the piano, obviously. And plays the piano as a hobby. Why do they all play piano, Chinese people?
What do you mean?
Why?
Who's they? Oh, China.
I don't. Yeah,
because of chopsticks, isn't it?
Oh, that's it. They learned that. Why did Luke select her?
Yeah. So obviously the Winter Olympics has been, and she's competing right. Well, by the time this comes out, it will have. And she's been competing, she's getting some notoriety on social media. People are like, "Oh wow, this skier is amazing!" And obviously, she was successful at the last Winter Olympics. She originally was brought up in the United States. I think her dad is American. She's also very smart, as the Asians often are, of course.
Yes.
She's the complete package, you know.
Yeah, and also because she's a woman, it doesn't matter that she has a tiny penis.
Exactly. Yeah. She doesn't come into it.
You want women to have small penises.
Yeah, there's
the smaller the better.
Point. Right,
and she speaks orange.
Okay, let's move on now to Dylan's three women. So
three big women coming up here.
Margaret Thatcher, occupation politician / milk snatcher.
Well,
nationality British. Fun female facts. As PM, she implemented right-wing, short-sighted policies that were known as Thatcherism. I really thought it would be funny if she said as Reaganomics. This included the decimation of the UK's manufacturing base, the privatisation of housing and utilities, high-risk financial deregulation, squandering North Sea oil revenues, although it's the same thing, but I don't know why I chose to read it a different way.
Well, it's not reserves because she privatised it.
Oh, sorry, yeah. And a lack of funding in infrastructure. These policies are why the UK today struggles with low productivity, regional inequality, and skyrocketing living costs. She was pretty hot, so why did Dylan select her?
Well,
none of you think power is sexy.
Exactly. Well, I've got a few queries about the fun facts there. You know, as I say, I think not only the greatest woman prime minister that there's ever been, but
that's actually, I actually would probably agree.
But the greatest prime minister, full stop. She had principles. She won 3 elections on the bat. You could say,
she saved the Falklands.
It's like these islands. These are not like nowadays. Oh, Chagos Islands, let's give those away. No. She's like, no, these are ours. We're taking these. Yeah.
Brexit means Brexit.
That's it. Falklands means Falklands. Brexit means Brexit.
We'll move on to Dylan's second woman now. Here we go. Oh. Is that the right picture?
Beyonce. Occupation, singer, actress, businesswoman. Nationality, American. Fun female facts. Known for her vocal ability, artistic reinventions, and live performances, she is widely regarded as one of the most culturally significant figures of the 21st century. She has sold an estimated 200 million records and is the highest grossing black live act of all time. As of December 2025, Forbes estimates her net worth to be $1 billion.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if you've got the correct picture there. But
this is can I say this is how I felt about Norma Shearer, This is how I felt about Megan Thee Stallion. Luke didn't capture her best slide.
If that is the wrong picture, it would explain a few things.
I think this is the woman that I selected last year, but Rachel Reeves. I've got 4 words for you. I am Sasha Fierce.
What?
What does that mean?
Well, that's one of her many albums. But no, she it speaks for itself. There's there's only.
To be fair, she is actually a pretty good woman.
She's-
It's kind of weird. She's
amazing,
not
a
now.
child of destiny back in the day as well. But she still sells out arenas. People at my last work.
And Destiny's a pretty big streamer.
Part of my people at my last work, they didn't invite me along to it. I'm not bitter about it. They went to a concert of Beyonce's as well at the Tottenham Stadium. It'd been nice to have been invited along to that. To see. I'm not bitter about it. I'm not.
Yeah.
To have at least been considered.
I'm not upset about it or anything.
Okay, right.
But
actually, we do have the
she's
right picture.
She's just probably one of the best women artists of all time. Maybe let's get rid of the women.
All right, fine. Let's go on to Dylan's third woman.
And finally, if you like it, you should have put a ring on it.
Hannah Hampton. Occupation, footballer. Nationality, British. Fun female fact. She was born with an eye condition that affects depth perception and underwent 3 surgeries to try and correct it. Doctors originally told her parents that she would never be able to play sports like football. However, she saved 2 penalties in the Euro 2025 final against Spain, helping England win the tournament. I wanted to be like, she saved 2 penalties. Unfortunately, they were on the other side of the pitch. That's how bad her depth perception is.
You joke about that, but genuinely, to get over this and actually be probably one of the greatest, not just women goalkeepers, but goalkeepers, full stop.
Yeah.
Well, let's calm down there.
I like how Dylan said the same thing. In fact, you said this for every single category. Every single category you said. Margaret Thatcher, not just definitely the greatest female president, possibly the best president. Beyonce, not just the best female artist, but probably you literally just keep going back to it.
I'm just thinking as well, this other woman that I've never heard of has won this Ballon d'Or Femini 3 years in a row. Where's Hannah Hampton? She should just be winning. She should just be winning the actual Ballon d'Or. Not this watered down version of it. Right. I'd actually like it if they did that. I think as well it would just trigger loads of people. But I like the idea of them just making it one Ballon d'Or, and it could be a man or a woman that wins it.
I like how you said it was a watered down Ballon d'Or. That's great. Very much helping your case here. If she comes up against anyone else, female footballers aren't just inherently a lot worse than the men. Right. Okay. We're going to move on now to the next screen. So you know what, Dylan, you read this out. Okay. So the random woman, Dylan.
Oh yeah, the random woman. Let's have a look. So we got Dr. Ariella Heffernan Marx. She is a doctor / entrepreneur. She's Australian, mate. Oh, crikey. Just another Shayla. She leads a startup called Avon. The platform is designed to act as an AI health partner that tracks symptoms and medical data to help close the gender health gap. She is essentially trying to reteach AI how to understand the female body.
Yeah, so I asked ChatGPT to give me a random woman. And yeah, this was eventually, after a few prompts, because it didn't really understand, we got down to Dr. Ariella Heffernan Marx. So there you go. This is our random woman. So let's move on to the next slide, where we will be going through the rules of this contest.
4.
In round 1,
she can blow my woodwind instrument.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to read the title, Dylan.
2026 International Women's Day Contest. In round 1, the 10 women have been randomly matched up against each other. In each matchup, the winner will be decided based on one of these 3 criteria: beauty, intelligence, talent. Well, I think we got our bases ticked. Luke will randomly select one of these qualities for the woman to be judged on. The 2 people whose women are competing will give an argument as to why their woman should win. It's up to the person judging to choose the winner based on that one quality selected.
Yeah. So I asked AI to generate an image which was, a woman who is intelligent, attractive, and talented. And there you go.
No, yeah, absolutely. We nailed it. She has actually wow. She's wearing glasses, which means she's smart. This is the porn star version of intelligent and talented.
She's just wearing a lab jacket. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. We'll move on now to the first matchup. So, are we ready?
Always.
Yes.
It is Marcia Cross versus
Ooh.
Beyonce. Okay, so what do each of you want? Beauty, intelligence, or talent here?
I can take any of them.
I think intelligence would be best. I think I could win on beauty because of
Well, it is intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah. So, politics. Beyonce, of course, she says that women are so great, blah, blah, blah. But then she enslaves women in her sweatshops. I would say that's pretty dumb, because actually the best thing she could do to help women is, help women in, Gaza. Marcia Cross, on the other hand, she has criticized the occupation of Gaza. She said that Israel can go fuck itself. And, of course, she's done all that while being such a talented person embodying a different mindset that she was able to successfully play a conservative housewife. So she's got the theory of mind as well, which is the real aspect of intelligence. And, of course, it speaks to empathy, which is why she is such a fantastic hero for women and not just rich, wealthy women. Boom.
Okay. All right, Dylan, give me an argument as to why Beyonce is intelligent.
Well, look, Michael, I'm not going to slag your woman off because I have no idea who she is, apart from remembering she was Brie in Desperate Housewives. But Beyonce, she's elevated her career. She broke away from Destiny's Child. She made something of herself. Not only that, but made a big success. One of the most well-known artists in the whole world. But she's also got a lot of business as well. Like you need brains to run business. Parkwood Entertainment. Ivy Park, some big brand in there. But she's got emotional intelligence. She manages public scrutiny a lot of the time. Fan base expectations, things like that.
Oh no, sorry, Dylan, you're just reading this off ChatGPT, aren't you?
No, I'm making my own argument. Who runs the world? Beyonce does.
Okay, well, thanks for the free win, Dylan.
Who runs? Dylan, do not read your. Can you stop being so lazy as to just use AI all the
Luke is the employer interviewing the Indian. I'm going to ask you again. Why is it? Thank you for asking me this question. I will now tell you why it is that Beyonce is the. Could you please share your screen and tell me why?
Yeah.
Well, no. I'll say who runs the world? Beyonce does. That's my argument.
Okay. Well, she doesn't run the world. But anyway, like
the Jews do.
Please, you should know more. You should have more knowledge about your woman, Dylan, than to need
Beyonce.
AI.
I know a lot about Beyonce.
Yeah, but okay. So why use AI then?
She has some great
songs. You let yourself down.
Halo.
You let Beyonce down.
I can name loads of her songs. Halo, Listen.
Great.
Listen to the sound in my. If you like it, you should have put a ring on it.
I'm disappointed because I thought Beyonce might have a good chance here, but
Beyonce has got a good chance. You don't pick Beyonce. This is just. I
mean, Dylan, you pretty obviously made a pretty bad argument.
Yeah,
you used ChatGPT.
She's a businesswoman,
But anyway, we've got to make progress, Dylan. Come on.
Right. So obviously, I'm going to pick Marcia Cross because
this is.
What do you mean?
This is really stupid. Like you can't. Why is it stupid?
To be honest, Dylan, I actually thought that you'd already reconciled yourself to the fact that you were losing.
This is really stupid. Like don't use AI. You can't not pick Beyonce.
Yes, I can. First, for two reasons, Dylan. Firstly, you used AI to help you, which again, just don't do that. You should.
What makes you think I used AI to help me?
Because you were clearly reading something. You weren't. That wasn't going off the top of your head.
It was coming to ask me anything I said. I'd say anything I said. Like okay. I wasn't.
Well, sorry, Dylan, your ability to remember anything you said would actually.
Well, exactly. This is where you can put me to the test. Because how will I remember what if it was AI?
Oh, I see. So you can just pretend to not remember. That makes sense.
Oh right. Okay. Right. Let's go on to matchup number 2. So I'm worried now because Dylan does like having vendettas. He's going to have a vendetta against me.
Well, you've had a fucking vendetta against me, otherwise you would have picked...
Obviously not. I've explained to you there's two very clear reasons why I did not pick Beyonce, okay? You can go, Did you use AI? Yes, you did. Was your argument good? No, it wasn't. Yeah, this is how Dylan acts when he doesn't have to go into and be a janitor the next day. He just draws stuff out. Right.
Let's go. Next one. Round 2.
Tomorrow, I don't care. I'm happy to.
Right. Let's move on then to the round 2. Dr. Ariella Heffernan Marks versus Candace Owens. Candace Owens, of course, is mine. Dr. Ariella Heffernan Marks is the random woman.
I know who I'm voting for.
Yeah, again, I know. All right. It's 1, which is beauty. So I'll make the argument that Candace Owens has beauty. I mean, yeah, she's married to a white man, so that just shows, it's not just
I bet
men of her.
I bet they have beautiful babies.
Yeah, they do. I bet they have absolutely stunning babies.
I bet their kids are bang tidy.
And hey, if I'm half black, half white, I'll be accepted. Hang on, start again.
I'll be accepted by everyone.
Yeah. Candice, she has to look good, obviously, because she's on camera like all the time. Dr. Ariella Heffernan Marks, she just needs to look half decent in some, photo shoots, and Candice Owens, she's despite her politics, despite her, sometimes she's a bit extreme in what she says. She still has men thirsting over her, which just shows,
even racist men,
even racist men like Candice Owens, and that says something. Obviously, you two can decide who you want to put through.
Okay, so there's not going to be an argument made for Dr. Ariella. Well, I guess you don't need an argument.
Can I argue for Doctor?
Dylan, since you have a vendetta, you can give a very brief argument. Oh wait, well, it's still going to be AI, isn't it? So
yeah.
No, I'm just going to say she's Leng. Let's go with that.
Well, okay. I will say this: she is pretty hot for a scientist. Like, considering that ChatGPT picked her, you would expect ChatGPT would be like really cucked and would be like, you got to go for a woman who's like some ugly bint,
some woman from like the Dove adverts or something.
But in the interest of not drawing this out, I will say that I've been accused in the past of having jungle fever. And I actually do think Candice Owens is quite attractive. So
yeah,
I think it's one of, as with anybody, if you look at their face for long enough, they start to look like a weird freak alien. But I think that's just a universal thing. So yeah, I'm actually going to say I think Candice Owens.
Anyway, Candice Owens progresses to the quarterfinals. Let's move on to match 3, and it's Eileen Gu versus Hannah Hampton. So two athletes here going up against each other. Okay, it is 2, which is intelligence. Okay, so I just went. So Dylan, do you want to make the argument that Hannah Hampton has intelligence?
Yeah, well, you got to be intelligent to be a goalkeeper. You got to.
You can't just say this for.
Well, like they do this. Well, actually, she actually did the thing with the. She didn't do the thing with the water bottle. She did something. I can't remember what it was now, but she did something quite clever with the penalty saving. Oh, she wrote on her sleeve.
She flashed her tits.
She wrote on her tits. No, she wrote it on her sleeve, like the thing, and then she chucked the other person's water bottle into the crowd so they couldn't. Which was pretty clever thinking. I think, and some people say in bad sport, but I don't agree with that. I think it helped us win the Euros, and yeah, it's a good thing. But people underestimate like the intelligence needed to keep goal for club and country, and she's had to work hard to do that. Yeah, I think she's very intelligent.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think a goalkeeper has to be one of the stupidest positions on the pitch.
Why? Because when you're saving a penalty, you got to think about all the analytics. You got to think how many times has this guy kicked.
You made your argument.
Yeah, let's hear Luke.
I'm not liking you very much today. I'll be honest with you.
I'm competing against you, Dylan.
Sorry. But the thing is, I'm not going to slag the other person off because I'm sure she's intelligent too, just not as intelligent as Hannah Hampton.
Well, because you don't know anything about her.
Well, exactly.
So
you can't be that clever if I don't know who she is. Think about that.
Okay, right. Okay, so Eileen Gu, she went to Stanford University.
Yeah, you've already said
universities.
that. Sorry, Luke.
No,
I'm gonna.
What do you? I haven't said that. What are you talking about?
No, sorry. You said it. It was one of the fun facts. That's what he means.
Oh well, yeah, No, I'm making my argument. I'm reiterating that.
Okay, she went to, we already knew.
You're reaffirming it.
Yeah, I am reaffirming it. And obviously, her mother is a genetic scientist, by the way.
Is she a genetic scientist? That's the big question. No.
Oh my god, Dylan! If you're going to be like this throughout the whole thing, there's no point in doing it. Like you
should mute him, Luke. You mute him. Wait, do I have can we mute other people?
I don't know. I just think it's quite bad form doing this. But anyway, okay, yes, Eileen Gu. Okay, thank you. Right. So Eileen Gu.
I'm the moderator.
She goes to Stanford, one of the most prestigious universities in the world. She, of course, like I said, her mother is a genetic scientist. She is Asian. That has to count for something. And yeah, she loves to play the piano. She is fluent in, I think, like 3 languages, by the way. Because she has come in under a lot of criticism for going from the United States to China And I think what is very important is when she gives these interview answers, reporters trying to trip her up, she always skillfully gets past them. She has to do that constantly, because a lot of American reporters are pissed that she went to China, but she constantly, shows everyone go supporting the Chinese government. That is the base thing to do compared to Donald Trump's government. I mean, for me, it's obvious which government would you rather represent. That's my argument.
There's more of an interactive, having like theory of mind element with goalkeeping, which makes it a bit more intelligent. Having said that, I do think on their extracurriculars, Eileen Gu seems to be a lot more intelligent, with the fact she speaks multiple languages, the fact she went to Stanford. So
she's still going to Stanford. By
still
the way.
going to Stanford.
So she's not finished there. So you can't be that.
So she could flunk
say
out.
I go to school. It's.
Yeah. It's like that episode of Futurama where Fry just goes to university to prove he can be a university dropout. So it's a little bit up in the air. I'm going to say Eileen Gu just again, just because I think on the sports thing they are pretty evenly matched, even though I do think it's slightly in favor of the goalkeeping. I think goalkeeping does have a bit more to it, but I do think the fact that Hannah Hampton, the problem is a lot of people who are in football are working class, and working class people are generally more stupid. So, and also she plays piano. So it's like, I feel like Hannah Hampton, she probably just smashes back Bevs and votes Brexit in her free time. That's my issue.
Female footballers are notoriously very right wing. Right. Anyway, and let's move on to matchup number 4. Then Eileen Gu progresses. It's Megan Thee Stallion versus Margaret Thatcher. So, what do we want here? What do you want, Dylan?
Honestly, I think we could take any of the 3. Like we should comfortably win any of the 3.
Okay, you know what? It's one, which is beauty.
Oh no! Oh,
so, Dylan, I want to hear this.
Well,
please tell me how attractive Margaret Thatcher is.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. She was married. Was Megan Thee Stallion married? That means someone finds her attractive. A lot of right wing people, a lot of conservative people think she's beautiful. Like as a woman, it's horrible to say, but you kind of needed that attractiveness to kind of get you somewhere. Get the tits out. Get yourself forward in the thing.
Imagine she got her tits out.
That's
Did Margaret Thatcher ever get her tits out?
This is the face that launched 1,000 ships the other way.
I'm not actually lying to you when I say I actually think she is more attractive than Megan Thee Stallion. Like if I had a choice,
okay,
that makes him racist.
Margaret Thatcher in her prime, like obviously not now,
Dylan,
she's dead, but if I had a choice,
he's gone over, yeah.
Yeah, Dylan. Okay, Michael, make your argument as to why Megan Thee Stallion has beauty.
Since Dylan went on so long, I'll yield my time. No, I'm joking. But I think the case is pretty self-explanatory. Again, I would recommend everyone goes and watches that clip of her throwing that baseball pitch, because again, the cameraman, he understood the assignment. I think that she is just on multiple levels. She's more exotic. She's got, I think it's fair to say, a better figure. I also think, that if you're not a racist and you have, as a non-racist would call it, jungle fever, you can recognize that exoticness is really a piece. She's got those luscious lips. And she's got a sexual energy, which I'm going to say, I don't want to be accused of, trying to poison the well here, but I would say that Thatcher didn't quite have to the same degree. So that's kind of my take on the matter.
That's interesting. Yeah,
time, wasn't it?
I do not think Margaret Thatcher is attractive. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. I think she's famously quite unattractive, to be honest. And
she was the Iron Lady, like what are you trying to say?
The Iron Lady, yeah, man. I mean, to be honest, you did get into something, Dylan, which was quite interesting, which is there are, and there were maybe, right-wing men who have like this kind of fetishistic love of Margaret Thatcher. This like idea she was this dominant female figure. But I don't have that. I'm going to say Megan Thee Stallion has more beauty than Margaret Thatcher. I think, honestly, like, I know, you're a conservative now. I respect that. I don't really. But, like...
Thanks, Blake.
You had to understand, if you were picking Margaret Thatcher, there was a fatal flaw.
Beyonce should have won intelligence. But I do feel like the other ones kind of fell down on the one thing.
Oh, you think Hannah Hampton would have won at beauty as well? Okay.
She's a model, Hannah Hampton.
Do you mean she's a model?
She's done modelling. Yeah, she does modelling.
She's done. Okay, all right. There's a bit of a difference there. Anyway, let's move on to matchup 5 now.
Okay.
Which is Norma Shearer versus Attainable Matty, the last matchup for round 5. Yeah. So what do we want here, Michael?
Honestly, I actually feel like Tiana Bonmati looks a little bit like an alien, or kind of like, I think she's, I actually don't think she's that hot.
Okay.
And yeah, I think honestly,
Well, I've got it. I've got it here. It's 3, which is talent. The first time we've had talent so
that's
far.
not bad.
So, Michael, make the argument as to why Norma Shearer has talent.
So basically, I think that it's not just about being prolific. Obviously, she was nominated for 6 Academy Awards. Yes, she only won 1, but of course, only a handful of people each year are nominated. So being nominated 6 times is incredible. To win even once is incredible. And there she is with her Oscar. And then there's the fact, of course, that it's not just that she was so prolific, but that she was a trailblazer. This Aitana Bonmati woman, sure, maybe she's won the Ballon d'Or a whole lot of times in a row. I don't necessarily even think that requires too much. Sorry, this is talent, isn't it? It's not intelligence. Never mind. Yes, that does require talent. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Anyway, but basically,
he's just made my argument for me.
She's won a whole load of times in a row, but she didn't just trailblaze the whole idea of being a female footballer. Whereas Norma Shearer, she was there. She was what Marlon Brando was to men, to women, and she was before Marlon Brando. So that just speaks to how talented she was. It's not just that she was so prolific, but that she was so early and definitional for being a female actor.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So Aitana Bonmati, she has won 3 Ballon d'Ors in a row, which is, again, she's the best female footballer on earth. And here's the thing, Dylan. I know you're someone who respects female football. As you selected Hannah Hampton, you can't say, "Oh, I don't care about female footballers."
No, of course, I care about female footballers.
Yeah, she is as a player, she is like a creative midfielder. So again, we're talking about, these are obviously the most talented players. These are the ones that win you the matches. Pick apart the opposition. And again, I think with Norma Shearer, back in the day, man, these actresses, they weren't that talented. They weren't. I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of old movies. They just said a few lines and then and had to look good. That was the whole thing.
Well, Luke just doesn't like the conservative values of back then.
As much as I do want to go with Michael's one, I feel like Luke's one probably is it's the 3 in a row. Then again, it's the 6 Academy Awards as well.
It's close.
By the way,
Luke's argument
didn't win
about
6 Academy Awards, by the way.
She was nominated 6 times, won it once.
Yeah.
I think Luke's argument about people weren't that good at acting back in the 50s. Yeah, I kind of feel like I do have to go with Bonmati, even though I don't really want to go with Luke's one because I'm still quite annoyed at Luke for.
I can tell you're still annoyed. Yes.
Not picking Beyonce.
Yeah, I respect Dylan's integrity.
The fact that you love Luke and are tacitly signing off on every decision he made reference to you, that's fine. I understand that's what you want to do.
Okay, right. We will move on now to what I actually don't know what's on the next screen. Bonmati regresses, by the way. Yes, onto the quarterfinals and the mystery woman. So if you'll read this out, Michael, please.
Now we're in the quarterfinals. It's time to add the 3 mystery women to the contest. To join the 5 women who advance from round 1, these mystery women are women of significant stature who are integrated into the cultural zeitgeist in one way or another. Each of Luke, Michael, and Dylan will be randomly given 1 mystery woman that will have to fight on behalf of these queens as if they picked them themselves. But before we see who gets who, let's take a look at our 3 mystery women. It's like Blind Date. Except we
I still get a horse then. That's
exactly. Oh yeah, right. Obviously, yeah. I've got mine 3 through.
Michael's got 2. All 3 of yours went 3. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, Dylan,
he's so mad. Michael had 2 of his through, and Dylan had 0.
My women are great. Literally, my women are women that people have heard of. Literally, I don't think I've heard of any of yours.
Okay, well, we'll move on to now. But you will have heard of these 3 women, I hope, at least. So, the mystery women. So, Dylan, if you'll read out the first mystery woman.
Right.
Okay. So, again, this could be your woman. You could take this woman all the way and win.
Okay. I don't know who she is, but this is Erica Kirk. Oh, is she Charlie Kirk's wife?
Yep.
Businesswoman / podcaster, nationality American. Here are some fun female facts. Following her husband Charlie Kirk's death, she was appointed as a successor to serve as the CEO and chairwoman of Turning Point USA. Actually, I'm glad to hear that because I was hoping that someone would carry it on.
Carry the flame.
Carry the flame.
The gospel.
She has embarked on an ambitious national speaking tour titled the Make Heaven Crowded Tour, which she launched in January 2026. framing the journey as a Christian revival, focusing on a message of spiritual and political awakening.
So
I like how angry she looks in the photo as well.
I think she always looks so slightly angry.
She loves that eyeshadow.
Her husband was assassinated. She's got every right to be angry.
She's got every right to be angry.
Yeah, can I say you're allowed to be? Yeah, if your husband gets assassinated, you're allowed to be angry.
Right, yeah. So Erica Kirk, she's she's become pretty famous recently. So she's one of our mystery women. So yeah, I don't know if anybody would like to have her on their side, but there you go. Let's move on to the second mystery woman, and Michael, if you will.
Absolutely, I'd be honoured to. Ghislaine Maxwell. Occupation: professional assistant / sex.
If I get her,
nationality British. Fun female fact: she is currently serving a 20-year sentence in a federal prison after being found guilty of grooming underage girls for sexual abuse by the Jewish financier Jeffrey Epstein. A former Israeli intelligence officer also alleged that she and Jeffrey Epsteinberg both were, I don't know where I got figured from at all. But it's the word below, that's why. Both worked for Israeli intelligence. She remains a figure of significant public and legal interest. As in February 2026, she was subpoenaed to testify before a US House committee.
Yeah, so obviously Ghislaine Maxwell is pretty famous right now.
Yeah, nice tits.
Yes.
I'd let her groom me.
Well, exactly, yeah. So, she's done a bunch of stuff, by the way. She's not just a sex trafficker, I don't think we should pigeonhole her.
Oh, no, yeah.
But yeah, I just love Dylan's reaction. It's like, if I get her. But yeah, okay, let's move on to the third mystery woman, if you will, Dylan.
I'll take Kemi Badenoch, politician, British. Oh, here we go. I was hoping that this would. Her tits have an impressive size of 34 triple D, and best of all, they are completely natural. She has ultra-sensitive nipples and can easily come just from nipple play. Her blowjob skills are awesome, and she's especially good at deep throating. Now, I think this is incorrect, and as I say, I've respect for Kemi, but she's not just a pretty face. Apart from Margaret Thatcher, she's probably one of the sexiest women that the Conservative Party have ever put.
Can I say, never mind women.
Besides Thatcher, obviously.
Her Michael Howard, it's tough. Right, so yeah. No, we do have an actual description for Kemi Badenoch.
Good. She was born in London in 1980 after her mother travelled from, be careful,
Bongo Land?
Nigeria for medical care. She secured automatic citizenship just months before Margaret Thatcher, her political idol, and, good woman to have. Abolished the practice of birthright citizenship, which is good. She got there just in time. Yeah. Despite this,
she always knew exactly the right moment. She was just always on the pulse of what the country needed.
She champions hardline immigration laws and advocates for 15-year citizenship wait times. I like that. Yeah. She's like, this is a loophole that I benefit from. We're going to make sure that, because
it's like when Trump closed all those tax loopholes.
If I get number 2, I'm going to be very,
I wouldn't mind. I'll be number 2.
Okay,
I've lost 3 strong women, and I'm stuck with Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm going to be fucking.
Well, at least you've heard of her, Dylan. Well, let's go to the next slide. So, as you can see, who will get which mystery woman? We have Erica Kirk, Ghislaine Maxwell, Kemi Badenoch.
I actually don't want Erica Kirk. If I in order of preference, I actually think I would most of all like to have Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Well, I think with Ghislaine Maxwell, you could make a credible intelligence argument because it takes a lot of and talent, and maybe even looks. I mean, I don't know, whatever. I think Erica Kirk has a fucked up jawline. I'm just gonna say it.
Can we swap women if we get them, or do we have to?
You know what? I guess you can if you really want to. You can. So who wants to go first? You or Michael or Dylan? Who wants to go first?
I think Dylan should go first, so we can get the pain out of the way.
I feel like a 1 in 3 is better than, because if Michael goes first, he'll get a good one, and then I'll be stuck with a 1 in 2.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So 1 is Erica Kirk.
We should do the Monty Hall problem.
2 is 2 is Ghislaine Maxwell. 3 is Kemi Badenoch. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Dylan, you got. What do you know? Dylan has got 3, which is Kemi Badenoch.
He's got the baddie with the knockers.
The baddie with the knockers.
Queen Kemi. The next Prime Minister.
Michael, what do you want?
I want to, because I think I have a good argument. It's basically, I have issues with Erica Kirk, so I feel like I could argue against Erica Kirk better than I could argue for her.
I like how you said you've got issues with her.
Yeah, I don't have issues with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell is a-okay.
Yeah.
Right. So Michael, you have got. You've got one.
Oh no.
So you've got Erica Kirk, which means I've got Ghislaine Maxwell. You know what? Actually, I don't want to swap.
Fine.
Because I want to leave you with Erica Kirk. Oh, there you go. Time for the quarterfinals. It's Kemi Badenoch versus Eileen Bonmati. This is the first matchup, so it's me versus Dylan. Dylan, what do you want here?
Intelligence, definitely. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3, which is talent.
Okay.
Well, look, you've got to be talented to be elected the leader of the Conservative Party. You know, because there's a lot of talent to choose from. You know, you got to be the best out of 150 so MPs. You know, and she's actually doing quite well at PMQs, I have to say. Like, she's been very talented at that. You know, she's not won any kind of awards for it. You know, she's like these kind of made up awards that, you know, you can win like 3 of them on the bounce. You know, she's winning she won my respect. She's actually got me back on side. You know, like she's managed to get my allegiance. You know, which is
that's actually pretty impressive. Because Dylan is quite difficult to persuade.
Okay, well, Eileen Bonmati, 3 Ballon d'Ors. Obviously, you know, it's kind of the same argument I made.
Ballon d'Or Femini.
Feminine, fair enough. And yes, you could say Kemi Badenoch, of course, isn't competing against just women, but she hasn't won a lot recently. And you know,
Not yet.
Okay, look, if she's the next prime minister, then fair enough. But I think it's more likely going to be Nigel Farage than Kemi Badenoch. I do like how you're like, yes, I really wanted Kemi Badenoch.
Maybe a Kemi deputy prime minister, let's say, in a reform conservative coalition.
Okay, maybe that's the future for this fucking country. Jesus Christ.
Actually, like, you did say something there that kind of helped me. I can't remember what it is now, but you said something there.
I know what he said. That Kemi Badenoch competed against men and women, whereas she just competed against
Well, yeah, but the point, I don't think she's winning much against the men, really. You know,
well, if the choice was between Kemi and Keir Starmer, you know, who are you going to pick?
Yeah, I mean, it probably would be Kemi, but that's why Farage is.
To be honest, I'd probably pick Ayatiana over Keir Starmer too.
Okay,
to run this country, I think she would be better
with her Marxist, you know, political philosophy. Yeah. All right, go on.
Because at least she commits to that side of the spectrum.
Look, I think at this point, Lord knows, I don't just want Dylan to be entirely out of it. Obviously, I think there's one thing we want in life. Which is for Dylan to get through. Having said that,
I'm fine with putting Kemi Badenoch through to have someone from Dylan's in the semi-finals.
All right, you know what? Yeah, I'll also put Kemi Badenoch through because, to be honest, I feel like she shouldn't have got this far anyway because I feel like that absolute sexpot Norma Shearer should have defeated her. So yeah, Kemi Badenoch can go through whatever.
All right, okay, yeah, because
and maybe she'll win.
I mean, I'll take the pity point, but. I mean, the thing is, Beyonce should have gone through. That's the thing, though.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I actually don't think Beyonce should have gone through because she's not actually smart. She's just a stupid. I mean, like, I just go full on racist.
I honestly
she's just an uppity.
Okay, well, let's move on to quarterfinal matchup number 2.
DI.
I've kind of fallen on myself with Bonmati because I hope I've got 3 other people here, so I'm hoping I get through with someone else at least. Okay, it's Megan Thee Stallion versus Ghislaine Maxwell. So it is 2, which is intelligence.
Okay.
So, make your argument, Michael.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. All right. Yeah, you can groom someone, get women to be sexually exploited, but it takes a lot more talent to do it in a much less direct way, like writing songs about wet ass pussies and getting them to start fucking dudes that way.
That was Cardi B.
A bit more alpha. No, but Megan Thee Stallion was also she was featured in it.
Yeah, but Cardi B was the brains behind wet ass pussy.
I don't know about that. The reality is that Megan Thee Stallion, I would say, first of all, one, she raps, and rapping requires a certain wordsmithery that is something that's a little bit more sophisticated than telling a 12-year-old that you got candy on your secret island. Second of all, I would say that she is more intelligent. A degree of, I think, intelligence is virtue. I would say that it's about knowing morally the difference between right and wrong, and she knows that it's actually better to show everyone your fat, fully developed arse. I think that's the key point. Rather than trying to facilitate a bunch of 12-year-olds getting banged. So yeah, I would say that makes her more intelligent, morally, virtually, and also, as a woman.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Intelligence, it can come in many ways. And what Ghislaine Maxwell did, yes, it wasn't, morally good, but it was quite intelligent. I mean, think about it. Like, she didn't just convince a bunch of, girls to come on this island. It was thousands, and it went on for years. And again, I'm not endorsing it. I'm just saying, to keep that kind of operation to scale, all these famous people, to keep it under wraps for like decades. You gotta be good at planning. You gotta be good at organization. You gotta be good at covering the tracks. And
would you say that Myra Hindley was intelligent?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, really? She was also another famous woman for like being like on the side of pedos and stuff.
Oh,
the Moors murderers, her and Ian Brady.
Oh no, the Moors. No. We're talking about an international sex trafficking operation, which is far better than the Moors murderers. We're talking something that happened over decades. Billionaires, presidents, all these famous people coming to this island. You have to keep it under wraps. You have to keep the media stum.
It was a pretty impressive operation.
Yeah, exactly. Again, morally not good. Not good to be a paedophile sex trafficker. But like in terms of just the skills, the day-to-day skills, is useful. And she did it on behalf of Israel as well, which again I don't endorse either. But that was the whole plan. So yeah.
No, I think Leak does win that.
You're gonna put through Ghislaine Maxwell, Dylan, because
the intelligence argument.
Okay, so Ghislaine Maxwell progresses then. She defeats Megan Thee Stallion.
Disgusting.
And wow. What an upset there. It is. Dylan picked it.
It's an upset in not the sense of an upset, but more it's upsetting that this woman carries on in this competition.
Just winning in life, despite everything she's done. Right, so let's move on now to the quarterfinals matchup 3. It's Eileen Gu versus Marcia Cross.
Can I say as well, every time I see Eileen Gu's picture, I think she's like naked and it's been censored, like the way it pops up, just the way it like pixels.
Okay, it is 1, which is beauty. So who wants to go first? Michael, do you want to go first?
No, I want you to go first, Luke, because I actually felt there's an advantage in the response aspect.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you? Okay. All right, fine. Yeah, well, Eileen Gu, as Dylan just pointed out, obviously in her picture, she is that is a modelling shoe, Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, and yeah, she, I think, is the 4th highest paid female athlete on Earth, which is kind of crazy considering Dylan has never heard of her. But yeah, one of the reasons why is because she looks good. I mean, this is another Alicia Lehman situation, and although she is much more talented than Alicia Lehman, but again, this doesn't matter for this category. Yeah, she's been on the cover of like so many magazines, particularly in China. Like Vogue, for instance, she has endorsement deals, brand deals, worth millions of dollars or millions or billions of yen, whatever the Chinese currency is. But yeah, she's
I don't think they have a currency in China. I think it's more like social points.
Yeah. She has billions of social points from all the great modelling that she's done, and yeah, there's a reason why she's highly paid. And Marcia Cross, I have to say, like, she's had a lot of work done, which I don't think it's really been that successful. But yeah, anyway, go on, Michael.
Yeah, so pretty simple, really. At the end of the day, I'm just going to say it right now. I want a woman who looks distinctive, not a woman who, from a culture where everyone looks exactly the same. Because it's kind of like with these Asians, it's like, sure, they're kind of cute. But they're all kind of cute. It's like, okay, yeah.
You said you didn't think she was Asian.
There's like a billion. There's like a billion of them, and they all look pretty decent. But do you want pretty decent, or do you want the absolute goddess that is Marcia Cross? That there's something about a finely crafted, man-made face that's quite beautiful compared to the vulgar natural selection.
Okay, right. Go on, Dylan. Just pick.
I think it's a difficult one to argue for because it's like the talent and the intelligence is one you probably could argue for. But with a beauty, it's kind of one where you kind of almost have a mind made up already. Like, despite my brilliant argument for Margaret Thatcher, Luke still didn't pick her. As much as I don't want to go with leaks again, because I'm still annoyed at leak.
Jesus Christ, drop this.
I do think that Eileen Gu is more attractive. Although, was Marcia Cross, was she the one that was like, it's in the detonator? Was that her or was that someone else?
No, that's Adriana Lacerda.
Right, let's go. So Eileen Gu progresses. Let's go on to the quarterfinals matchup 4. It's Candice Owens versus Erica Kirk. Oh, this is a bit of a grudge match.
Oh, this is two very similar beliefs going up against each other.
Well, that's the thing. Candice Owens really doesn't like Erica Kirk because,
Oh, do they not? That's just so women.
To
like,
her,
if they were
she's
both
Erica
men.
Kike.
If they were both men, they'd get on brilliantly. Because they're women, they hate each other. That's great. That.
Well, yeah, there's this thing on the internet where it's like Erica Kirk, even though she was Charlie Kirk's wife, actually Candice Owens had a much better relationship with Charlie Kirk.
Oh wait, I forgot. I'm defending Erica Kirk.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I was like completely mentally checked out of all of this. I'm like, oh wait.
3, which is talents.
Okay.
Right. So do you want me to go first again, Michael?
No, I think there's a certain strength in being able to go first and set the tone, I think.
Go on.
So I think basically Candice Owens, she can't read. She also, I would say that she has like stupid, crazy conspiracy theories, which make people, and I obviously, because the talent here, these are both political commentators. That's what they do. And I think there's an inevitable overlap with intelligence there, because that's what the talent is. But she's not a good political commentator. Firstly, she can't read. Second of all, she comes up with crazy conspiracy theories. I think Erica Kirk, what is a political commentator supposed to do? Basically, they're supposed to grift, especially if they're conservative. Erica Kirk, she is grifting like a motherfucker. Like if there was an award, if there was a Ballon d'Or for grifting, she fucking like rode that Charlie Kirk death. She's started this whole organization. She's banging JD Vance. These are all incredibly impressive.
Okay, so first and foremost, there is nothing crazy or extremist about believing that Israel is committing a genocide in Gaza, which is what Candice Owens has said, and that's why she got fired from the Daily Wire. She and by the way, in terms of talent, we're talking about talent here. Her views on YouTube get millions she gets millions of views on YouTube. She gets her on her videos like 2 million, 3 million. Like, and this happens like every fucking week. Like, it's insane how popular she is. And yes, okay, sometimes she makes mistakes with words, and as you have done today, Michael.
No, I haven't actually.
It can be easily done. It happens. But Candice Owens still keeps these people entertained. Like, I've watched some of her videos, and she just like talks. Like, there's nothing going on. She just talks for like an hour straight, but it's captivating. You want to keep listening, and that's talent to keep people engaged for that long and get all these millions of views. Erica Kirk, why is she famous? Because her husband got shot and died. I'm sorry, that's not a talented way, but a person to become famous.
Well, I'd like to say going forward, especially since I don't have many people, I'm not going to be arguing much. I think a good etiquette would be, instead of trying to slag the other person off, just try and really bolster your own person.
This is a cat fight, Dylan.
Yeah. To be fair, no, you've both got to slag people. Me. You both commit. I think, again, I know I'm going for leaks again, but I do think that I hate being principled. Okay, I think that Candice Owens is the stronger, like the talent thing, like you were saying about the YouTube views and stuff. And I think
you should watch some of her videos.
Maybe I will. I'm glad as well that Charlie's legacy is being carried on. Well, I think they're both trying to carry them on. I just find it hilarious they don't like each other, considering they're like...
Oh, yeah. No, well, yeah, because Candice Owens keeps coming up with these conspiracy theories. She's basically insinuating Erica Kirk knew about Charlie Kirk's death.
No, that's not exactly a mild basis for a disagreement, to be fair. That goes a little bit beyond the tiff.
No, one thing I want to say before we carry on is, as Kemi's part of my team, I got AI to add Kemi to the photo, and it's done a photo that it's definitely not Kemi. The photo.
So it's a good sign.
Is it the Teams chat the better one for it?
Oh yeah, that does not look like anything. That looks like a completely random black woman.
Right, everyone, it's time for the semi-finals then, as we can see. So, yeah, we've got some very interesting matchups coming up, of course. Oh, Michael, you've not got any women, have you?
I'm going to kill myself.
Has Michael run out of women?
Michael's run out of women.
Yeah. Because you fucking, cunt, even though you had, so many opportunities to pick mine like legitimately. Like there were so many cases where you could have said, it's not like fucking like having to pretend Margaret Thatcher's hot. You could have said that the woman who was nominated for 6 Oscars in a row, back when like acting was in its infancy, you could have said she was more talented
than Attainable Matty. No, well done,
you
Dylan.
chose
Right.
to suck Luke's dick.
The thing that swayed me was the fact that if she'd won them, but it's like if Luke's one had been nominated for 3 Ballon d'Ors, then obviously I'd
you
have
see, I just picked the right women, Michael. That's what it comes down to. Anyway, let's move on to the semi-finals. So
I hate women.
The first matchup. Well, Michael, you're gonna decide who wins this, of course. The first matchup is Kemi Badenoch versus Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yes.
What a matchup! A matchup for the ages here.
Yeah. Okay. This is Dylan. Kemi Badenoch's gonna fucking win this.
I'm in the final.
Like, because she's
Let's
probably
go.
like.
I'm in the final.
Okay, right. Well, let's. It's one, which is beauty. So go on, Dylan. Make your argument why Kemi Badenoch has beauty.
Well, yeah. I mean, genuinely, Kemi is like more attractive than Ghislaine Maxwell. Like, how old is Ghislaine Maxwell anyway? She's probably like what, 60, 70? Like, she's old. She's past it. She had her time luring those girls on the island. But now she's just dried up.
Yeah.
In prison. It's not happening for her. But, Kemi, she's attractive. What's attractive? A powerful woman, and she is a powerful woman.
Well, Ghislaine was powerful.
If she wanted to open her own island and lure people onto that island, she could do that. But
she's trying to do the opposite, of course.
She uses her beauty for good, and
Okay.
no, she is an attractive woman. Is Kemi?
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. Michael has already said he's got jungle fever, so that's I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here. But look, Ghislaine Maxwell, look at those tits. Look at them. Just have a good old stare. There you go.
You know what? I will actually stare at her tits. Then
Okay, well,
given to resort to that, that's a bit desperate.
It's part of the...
not you, Luke. I'm saying Ghislaine.
Oh, right.
Is, she's
yeah, hold on. Let me look up Kemi. Let me look up on Google Images Kemi Badenoch tits. Just Kemi Badenoch tits. Okay. The first when you type in the first Google image result is a picture of her just captioned "I have some."
Well, there you go. There you go. She doesn't need to get them out, but they're there.
Right. Okay. Here's my argument as to why Ghislaine Maxwell has beauty. Actually, if you go back to the slide, right? What is she doing, Ghislaine Maxwell, in this photo?
Is it? Oh, it's someone's feet, right?
Yeah, and whose feet?
Jeffrey Epstein's.
Jeffrey Epstein's. Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
It's Jeffrey Epstein's feet. And here's
who wouldn't love to touch his feet?
Well, here's the thing: Jeffrey Epstein could have had any girl under 18 in the world, but he and of course he. I'm glad that landed.
Yeah,
but he chose to have a sexual relationship with Ghislaine Maxwell, who of course was not under 18. Just that proves that proves her beauty.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because Kemi wasn't there.
Okay, right. Fine.
Kemi was too old.
Kemi was too. Yeah.
I think Kemi's younger than.
I don't know. The point is that
it's not nice that Jeffrey Epstein chose the older woman for once.
Yeah, exactly.
There is
exactly.
That.
If you can hold down the paedophile billionaire, despite not being a kid yourself, that shows you have some beauty there. So that's my argument for Ghislaine.
I think that I will actually elevate Kemi Badenoch.
All right. Okay.
I just, I and also, I mean, she's probably got a really nice butt. Actually, like, we're talking about tits, but Kemi Badenoch.
Yeah,
but
that's a flattering photo, Kemi. She's not got her mouth open in the photo, which is good.
Okay, right.
Homina.
Right. So, yeah, I kind of thought Kemi Badenoch would progress as soon as I drew beauty. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I have a chance here. But so Kemi Badenoch is through to the final somehow. The next semi-final, of course. It is Eileen Gu versus Candace Owens. And of course, these are both my women, so it's 2, which is intelligence. So I'll make my argument quickly. I think, as much as
who are you arguing for?
As much as I love Candace Owens and her rants, and talking about how when Charlie Kirk used to walk along the street, the lights would turn on, and he could astral project, and Charlie Kirk was this magical being. As much as I love all that kind of stuff, I don't think it's necessarily correct. Eileen Gu, I think she is just incredibly intelligent. She's very smart. She's Asian. You know, I would advocate for her when it comes to intelligence.
And she backed the winning team.
Yes.
In terms of America or US. America or China.
Yes,
she backed the winning team.
That's the argument I made before, Dylan. Yeah, I think she picked correctly. Yeah, you want to be on the Chinese side compared to the American side. I mean, that's the reason why she went to China is because they were going to give her lots of money. The United States government weren't. Like, she's not that famous in the US, but she's incredibly famous in China. So yeah, what do you guys think?
I think that there is no indication whatsoever that Candace Owens is actually intelligent. So I think that I'm going to say Eileen Gu is more intelligent.
And
I think
not that it matters.
Don't be too.
Candace Owens is one of those people that reminds you don't have to be intelligent to be successful as a political commentator.
Eileen Gu then wins. She makes it to the final. She is matched up against Kemi Badenoch. Right then, so final. Who is the best woman in 2026? This is what it's come down to. Eileen Gu or Kemi Badenoch. Two non-white, obviously finalists, which is good for diversity, good for representation. We love it. Dylan, what do you want? Because it's me v you in the final, Dylan. So what do you want?
Eileen Gu is a tough opponent. Beauty though, if you don't back Kemi for beauty, you're racist.
Okay.
But I think we can do intelligence.
Well, it's 3, which is talents. Eileen Gu is one of the best freestyle skiers in the world. And to do that when, again, she was the youngest ever Olympic champion when she was just 18 years old. Then this year in 2022, she's won again. I don't. Maybe she hasn't won the gold, but she's definitely won like 2 silvers, and maybe she's still got a third competition upgoing, which is a best event, and she's favourite to win gold there. But yeah, again, like she's ridiculous. Like she's competing in 3 events, by the way, in these Olympics, 3 and she's going to medal in all 3, which is kind of insane how talented she is. And that's the thing. Of course, we talked about her beauty. Like she's obviously attractive and she's smart and everything. But in terms of talent,
I've just seen another photo of her. She is actually very attractive.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. This is the reason why I picked her. I was like, I called her the complete package. Yes, of course, beauty and intelligence is obviously not being judged here, but like the talent is insane. How good she is at this young an age. Again, so yeah, she might be one of the most successful Olympians of all time, certainly in the Winter Olympics. So yeah, there you go. That's my argument.
It's a hard one to argue against, but here I am throwing my hat in the ring. Kemi is a senior UK politician.
You fucking read
it. With cabinet experience,
she does have cabinet.
And Eileen Gu, she's achieved a lot. She's been there, she's done that. She's got the gold, she's got the silvers, she's got the bronzes and all that sort of stuff.
She doesn't actually have any bronzes. She just has gold and silvers, by the way. But continue.
But again, she has achieved all of this against women. She's beaten women. Now the thing is, like men, but it's like she's not the prime minister yet. But again, if she becomes prime minister, she's going to have more power, which is more impressive. I'd say, like being what's like having medals. She's closer to being the prime minister than Eileen Gu is.
That is true. She is.
That's actually a really good point.
She is closer. Yeah.
Which is great power.
Because Eileen Gu, she's not very close to being like president of China.
No.
Exactly. Maybe one day, but
Maybe one day.
When Winnie the Pooh backs away, but, and she's done this again against men and women. Like, and she's been the best person for the job, not the best woman for the job.
Okay, well, we made our arguments, so it's up to you, Michael. Who is going to be the best woman of 2026?
There's 65 million people in this country. Only. I was going to say only like one person. Obviously, we have a whole load of them recently, but a very few people become prime minister. So to even get close is pretty impressive. And she did that in the most racist party.
Are you going to... Well, it's not the most racist anymore, that's for sure. But
she did it in the third most racist party.
Yeah. So who are you going to pick, Michael?
I think, I think Dylan I think with some disadvantages going into it, Dylan came out swinging with the arguments. I'm going to give it to Kemi Badenoch.
No.
Yes!
Are you kidding me? No. You don't actually believe Kemi Badenoch is more talented than you.
It's just that you you know that I'll always come back to that jungle fever. That doesn't apply. It's DEI. It's the DEI.
It's a fucking DEI winner in 2026. We have a DEI winner.
I regret the fact that porn stars became kind of neglected as a strategy.
All right,
it's a disappointment.
Yeah, maybe next year that'll change. But anyway, look
I'm going to do all porn stars.
Somehow, Kimmy Badenoch has won. This is the only thing she's ever going to win in the next 5 years. So anyway, let's give it up for Kimmy Badenoch. Congrats, congrats to her. Congrats to.
Well, she'll probably win her own seat. That's the thing.
Yeah. Congrats to Dylan for picking her, even though he didn't just got randomly assigned Kimmy Badenoch. But I guess he had to make the arguments. So there we go. Kemi Badenoch joins Alex Starr and Dua Lipa as our International Women's Day contest winners. Wow.
Can you say triple threat?
Anyway, let's do the final thoughts now. Dylan, final thought.
I went to school for magicians but failed the final exam. They were all trick questions.
I heard about this couple that had been married for 60 years and they never had an argument, never a crossword. And they were at a church function and someone asked them their secret to their success. The man said how he and his wife, they always had respect, and he'd take her on trips around the world so that she'd feel good about herself. He said, in fact, for our 25th wedding anniversary, I took her to Beijing, China. Everyone politely applauded. Someone asked, what did you do for your 50th anniversary? He said, I went back and picked her up.
Okay, thanks for listening. Goodbye.